Alright, here we are. Happy 810 day, everybody. We have an ancient form of human food here. Ancient human technology. 30 years old to this year. Fritos Texas Grill was available in 2 different flavors. Only one became popular, and apparently when the Fritos sent out these care packages to their fans through the mail, I believe they only sent out the honey barbecue flavor because it was deemed to be the best. And so you only want to send out the best. When I was a boy, middle school and high school, the little sizes of these bags were available in the vending machines, and that's all I ate every day, basically. I would get like a couple high C fruit punches and a couple bags of these, and they were absolutely amazing. What made them amazing was, the best way I could describe it is, anybody that's familiar or a fan of Burger King Whoppers, when you're within the vicinity of a Burger King, you can smell the flame broiled scent emitting from the building. And it's a wholesome scent. It might be artificial in a lot of ways, and a lot of ways it's not. There's been a lot of jokes regarding Texas Grill that, you know, their grill marks are fake. They probably are. And that leads a lot of people to assume that the flavoring, the smoky grilled flavor, was fake as well. It may have well been. But I gotta tell you, it hit the same way that Burger King Whopper smell hits. And it had that same wholesome flavor and satisfaction when you ate it. They really had something here. They actually perfected smoky grilled flavor in a chip. And they got rid of it in favor for the other type of chili brand corn chips that they offer. It was begun, this run, around early 1996, and I believe they started sending out these packages early summer or spring. This one was actually held by the person that it was delivered to for 30 years. What a trooper this guy is. Now, the contents are settled at the bottom. I do not want to rattle it around, so I'm not going to tilt the box around too much. But I will pick it up and show it to you. I've already taken photos of the box, so at this point it's all down to video. And if I forget to do the manual focus, my bad. My bad. I don't have the autofocus on because the autofocus is annoying. So here this is. Now we are not going to be opening it with the pull tab, because I'm not a psychopath. I'm not about to destroy a relic, so we're going to open it from the other side. The surgeries I'm probably going to perform while the camera's off. There you go, there's the box. I assume there's going to be a coupon inside and a bag of chips. And I'm fairly certain they're going to be honey barbecue, because the only other example I seen was honey barbecue. Okay, here it is, you guys. Man, oh man. Alright, I hope that focus is working. I'll just double tap it just to make sure. It doesn't do the beep while it's recording. Makes sense. Oh. 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 I think I might have to change my pants after this because I am so fucking excited. These were so delicious, man. They were so delicious. Oh, slides out all gangster. Gangster! Look at this. Look at this! Oh, I'm trying not to vibrate and shake. Oh, oh, oh my god. Honey barbecue, bro. Honey effing barbecue. There you go. Yeah, I don't remember ever having the fajita flavor. Let's not forget the focus. Okay. There you go. Focus again. Yeah. Yeah, that focus. Oh, they're like whole. The corn chips are whole. Focus again. The corn chips are whole. Focus. Alright. I'll stop doing that voice. Starting to shake. I'm starting to have one of those reactions where you're really hungry. This appears to have a track mark going down the front center. Probably dead center if it wasn't for the curvature. How this was cramped. Like you could see this sucker. Can't really get that out. So, and it appears at this spot, it was the weakest spot. And it seems to have a little bit of, I don't know, crimping that caused the paint to not be perfect there. 6141063, July 2nd. So this would have expired July 2nd, 1996. And this would have been produced in probably May, so we're going to have to figure out exactly what that date means. But interesting how this seems modern. 1995. It's modern. It looks like a modern product, something you could get today. The packaging denotes that it's new. So there's that going on. Okay. The coupon. Here you got a nice coupon here. Expires August 31st, 1996. Whoa! Oh my God! How dare I? Yep, I'm starting to shake and get all nervous. Yep, I just dropped something, now I'm really nervous. Most of the information shows 96, except the packaging says 95, so they must have got all the legal work done in 95, preparing for 1996. Now, let's discuss Reba. What's up with Reba? You know, we are going to open this, by the way. We are. We're going to do it properly. And judging by the bags, you got these nice lines that'll be good guides for cutting, so I'm going to cut it at the bottom. I'm not going to try to pinch it open. That is not going to happen with this. We're going to cut it from the bottom at the back, I believe. And I don't know if I'm going to do that on camera. I want to. Oh, I'll do the initial cut so I could do a sniff test and tell you how it smells right after opening these old ass chips. But here's Reba. Reba was the front runner for the Texas Grill brand. Her concerts during that year featured Texas Grill. Everything was Reba and Fritos and Texas Grill. She was absolutely killing it. She was, was, my bad. Out of a strange set of circumstances, I actually got Reba. Yeah, here's Reba, right here. I got her off eBay as well. Yeah, Reba. This is Reba, right here. So, you know, got the complete picture here. You got Reba. And shine a little light on this situation. Yeah, you got Reba right here. There's Reba. Okay, don't cancel me, man. This is just a joke. I couldn't even fit it in here. The joke didn't even work right. But, now Reba's fine. She's an old lady. It's an old person's joke. Don't cancel me. Alright, what I'm going to do is assess the situation. See how I'm going to cut this sucker. And then I will initiate a new recording. How's that sound? My hands are wet as hell behind these gloves. Alright. Let's see what we can't get going on here. Let's focus again. Alright, here we go, folks. You got the long line here. So if I was to stop anywhere, I guess I'd want to stop here to not cut too much. But then again, I want full access to the bag. So we might continue the cut going along here. Get those chips away. Okay. I shouldn't have to worry about... yes, you're going to want to cut below. Okay. Here it goes, guys. These have not been open for 30 plus years, plus being the months of this year that are past its production date in 1996. It is currently August 10th, 2026. Here we go. Let's do this. I'm scared. I am scared. I want to get it perfect. Oh! Oh. There's the first cut. Huh. Oh, wow. Okay, so it smells like old, grainy corn chips. I'm saying, I'm not familiar with rancidity or rancidity or whatever the fuck. Rancid. I'm not familiar with rancidness. I mean, half the time I think perfectly fine meat smells rotten to me. So I can't tell you if this has any type of spoiled content in it. I can tell you it smells old, but it doesn't smell grotesque at all. I have the feeling that when I open this, the chips are going to be mostly intact. They're going to be the same color, maybe slightly pale, and I am going to give it the tongue test. I am going to apply my tongue to a chip. That cut's so easy. Look at my hands. I'm a coward with this. Oh. Oh my gosh. You know what, guys? I'm going to take my time. I'm going to take my time. You can understand this. You can understand this. Alright. I will be right back, folks. Okay. Here it is, you guys. The moment I've been waiting for. I acquired this ancient human food sustenance about 3 years ago in 2023. So I've been patiently waiting on this for about 3 years myself. Oh man, I'm telling you, these chips were so good. And as I said, they don't smell bad, they just smell almost synthetic now. Like they're a chemical. Some kind of industrial thing, but they don't smell rotten. The color. Look at that color. We are going to show you this color. Give you a little bit of stuff going on here. Very, very dark in that bag. So what I'm going to do is try some of these. Focus there. Get a little light in this situation. No bugs. And it's tricky trying to do all this. Focus. Focus. Yeah. Okay, now let's get these out onto a tray. Nice. Nice. Rad, dude. Totally tubular, dude. Nice. There you go. Okay, now there is something strange about these. Very, very strange about these. Focus. Focus. Let's focus again. Something very, very strange about these. Where are the damn grill marks? What the F is going on here? Are you kidding me? Do these predate the grill marks? Oh man. These predate the grill marks. For all I know, these might not even taste the same as the ones that I was used to. No grill marks. Try not to get crumbs all over this place. No grill marks. Where's that picture of Reba? Hers on this box. On this box. What do y'all see? Uh-oh. Now, maybe y'all can't see this stuff because I'm not providing enough light. I'm not a professional person here. Look at that. There's the grill marks right there. Okay, so there's something going on here. Something is going on here. I know not what, but we can make some assumptions. The original run or the factory demos did not contain the grill marks for some reason. Different assembly line, they're trying to be quick with it. Maybe they thought the grill marks would turn some people off. Who knows? It could be a marketing thing, machinery thing. It also could be like the disappearing ink on receipts. The thermal ink. Well, it's not ink. It's thermal paper. It could just disappear. I mean, man. Some legal platforms out there would really like that feature. But, however, maybe some of them just missed it. Or is it possible that the grill marks aren't actually burnt in? Is it possible that they're inked on? That one's got some flavor on it. You guys, I got it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it right now. Oh, man. Alright, we need to pour all this out onto another plate so we can see what we're working with here. All the crown jewels. They're going to be treated differently. We're going to use one of the junkers, the brokers, for a taste test. And Sniff's going to give it the old snifferoo and apply it to the tongue and give it the old tasteroo as well. This guy, Relic. Man, where are the grill marks? This ain't right. Oh, I was expecting to just blow everybody's mind with those grill marks, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get to the bottom of this. We gotta run an investigation. Fritos gonna be getting back with me, I'll tell you what. Okay. What one do I lick here, folks? I mean, I don't want to get sick. I'm not going to eat it. I really want to eat one. This is not the color I remember. Yeah, what I was eating in school was more like the chip she has in her hand there. A little paler. And each one had grill marks. I'm not saying they're all perfect. There might have been one that didn't have a grill mark, but man. Okay. I'm tasting this. Tasting it. Eat it. Okay. But I want to get one with flavor. If I'm going to get sick, I want to get flavor. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to do a drug, make it worth it. Make it one of the good drugs. Alright, this one has got some flavor. Here you go, folks. Yeah, that's how you work focus. This is what I'm going to put onto my tongue. 30 years old. I'm not hardcore like Steve 1989 or Steve 1989 MRE or Post 10. But I am going to apply this to my tongue right now. And I'm not going to do it lightly either. Oh. Alright, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm gonna glue something real quick. Yeah, I had to. I just want to make sure I'm not going to get sick, you know what I'm saying? Let me rinse my mouth out real quick. I'm probably being a complete pussy because none of those other motherfuckers are getting sick from this stuff. But, okay. The verdict, it didn't taste like I remember, but it didn't taste rotten or bad in any way. It had flavor. I'm convinced that if I was to just rely on this like a salt lick, it'd be good. Something you could just get the flavor off of. Now we got to do the crunch test. That little piece that I use, I don't know what I'm going to do, but we are definitely going to get this little guy and do a crunch test. Yeah, let's do a crunch test. Alright, I'm going to pulverize this one to give me a good idea of how crunchy it still is without actually having to chew it. What I could do is put it in something that I could chew it a little bit. Man, that fucker, oh wow. That would have been crunchy. It might not have been crisp. This would have been crunchy. As far as 30-year-old corn chips go, these held up. I actually think you might be able to eat some of it and not get sick. But I'm not going to go there, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I got to take a break here and stop it for a moment. I will be right back. Alright, we are back. Let's have some more fun with these chips. Alright. Now, do some up closes. Is that good? Am I doing a good job? Alright, these are all, they all appear to be face up. Guess I might as well flip them all upside down for you. Why the hell not? It's not like I have much of a life anyways. I collect old chips. My little friend, Mrs. Wild Bunny, her name's Turtle, her and I had cracker time damn near every day in the spring and summer until she would vanish in the winter. And I think she would have loved the original fresh Texas grill honey barbecue. I think she would have loved it. Sadly, she couldn't have it because, you know, she wasn't born until like 27 years after they ceased production, but it is what it is. Okay, that's the best I could do there. Now let's grab a nice flat one. The damage seems to be focused on the backs, if anything. I think that's how it needs to be done. Like this. We'll figure this out. You know what? I'm feeling a bit frisky. Let's try the super microfine. Oh, well. Nope, not going to happen while you're recording, dope. Anyways, for anybody that's going to be interested, I will be releasing the highest quality possible scans of these things. Like, I will put one of these chips in a dish scanner. I'll do all that stuff eventually. So if you see one person online posting all kinds of crazy stuff regarding Texas grilled chips, it'll probably be me. Or it might not be. Who knows? I can't believe these don't have the grill lines. I'm going to make a frame and put all this stuff in the frame, and I want to have a few chips in the frame, show off those nice sexy grill marks, and I don't get to do that with the grill marks. So, I mean, that's the last thing I expected. Just goes to show you. You could think a rock is going to be a rock, but then it just ends up being a loaf of bread. Ironically, rocks break down flour to make bread. Okay, so here's the chips. Now here's the bag. Just gonna get these out of the way. Makes it easier for the camera to focus. And these are important, man. Watch where you set those. It's all about those right there. And the bag. If I had to choose between the bag and the chip, I'd probably choose the bag, honestly. Get up in this bag, man. Inside the bag is a bunch of stuff. None of it is bug. Any of the areas where the metal or the paint kind of seemed see-through, that was just from wear. It wasn't from rough wear. Just how the bag was crimped, and I guess being like that for a long time, 3 decades, causes it to have a memory effect, and even the paint won't fly back. I'm not saying that the paint was flaking off the bag. It just was a little paler in those areas. It could be a chemical reaction, age, who knows. Let's do another one of these focuses. I like doing the focuses, but I'm afraid each focus is going to screw it up more. Yeah. That's how this situation is. I think I did a okay job cutting it. I was too excited. I should have used more scissor instead of relying on the blade. But this is going to flatten up real nice for in the frame. And who knows, if I'm hit up for money one day, auction it off on eBay. Doubt it. Doubt it. Yeah, let's do that shoulder angle attack and then focus. Well, it might actually be trying to focus to the outside of the bag. We want it to focus on the inside, you know what I'm saying? Get up in there. Like an AS doctor. Get up in there. Crazy what I'm willing to do. Okay. Yeah. Let me just do one of these real quick and show you something else. Don't want to get grease on it. But I might if I keep doing stupid shit. Okay. Reba. I did not go to this. I did not go to this. But there you go. This is an example of how hard they were going with this new product line of Texas Grill. It's pretty good, right? They were going hard. And this might actually go under the same principle of that disappearing grill zebra mark, because look what even this says. Everything's trying to disappear the evidence. It says keep in a cool place because heat. This probably has some level of, can't keep my hand still. Tickets can be damaged by exposure to heat or sunlight. Thermal paper. I don't know, but yeah, I found this the same time I scored me the Fritos, the Texas Grill, honey barbecue, and so I had to get that as well. There is also a massive giant Reba cutout available. I'd like that. Who wouldn't? Reba. What, she's like 71 now? She's looking pretty good for 71. The queen of country. Still doing her thing. Okay, what else can I do? I want to give a shout out to the person that made this possible. I'm just going to call you Charles. Hey, Charles. From California. Thank you very much, buddy. This was really awesome. Who knows, it could have been your grandma or your dad that stored this somewhere, but hey, you made it possible to where I have it. Right on. Now, let's get all this stuff on a aerial turntable Lazy Susan that was for a Halloween decoration of my grandfather's about 15, 20 years ago. And watch these things spin around. I figured there wouldn't be a better approach to archive this stuff than to archive it every way possible. So if anybody wants to render these artifacts in a VR simulation or some kind of AI rendered environment, you'll have these assets. So you can have your gunners running around with little bags of Texas Grill honey barbecue chips. And also, please, I beg, I really do beg for Fritos to release a limited edition supply of these for someone like me so I can acquire all of them, put them in my freezer and have them forever. I don't know how they'll hold up in the freezer, but it's better than nothing. Produce a limited run of Texas Grill honey barbecue. I command thee. I command thee. You have to do it. You just have to do it because I want it to happen. Oh, now we can actually, yeah, let's try. Oh, gotta be careful. So careful. Oh, we can flatten it out. We can flatten it out. Oh, yeah. And as good as I'm eventually gonna get it. But there it is. There's this beautiful, beautiful thing. Oh, my stomach would be growling by lunchtime. I'd be so hungry. Oh, and I verified the date of this particular bag. It was produced 1996, May 20th. There we go. According to all the AIs that I looked into and sources online, that's what that date code is. Fritos themselves could not provide me with that information, but they said they will get back to me. So any updated information I am definitely going to include in the descriptions in the future. I guess that concludes this Texas Grill unveiling. And for anybody out there that's been waiting for this, that appreciates it, I appreciate you, man. We may never taste this again, but if Fritos really cares about its fans, we'll get this at least one more time. Just like crystal clear Pepsi. It can happen, bro. It can happen. This has been a presentation of the A10 Applied Sciences Division. Thank you for watching.